Well, well, well. Another leak. Never ends. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another course update. We are out here on the beautiful Six Lakes, and right here on the left side of the green we have a nasty leaky sprinkler. I think this is just a weepy head, so hopefully this is a very short video, but like down here it's kind of nasty, so it may be an actual leak too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a shovel, kind of clear that out, and I'm going to see if I can see water kind of bubbling up from the head. If that's the case, it's just a weeper. All right, so I kind of gave it a chance to run off. Yeah, I think we just have a weeper here. Maybe. So yeah, what happens with these weepers is the water comes up, you know, from the sprinkler. This is the part that pops up. And what happens is when it weeps, it saturates the soil all around, and it can kind of mislead you. It can make you think that you have a big leak or something. But as I'm moving the water around here, I don't know if you can see, more stuff is flowing out. So it's coming from here. But anyway, it can be pretty deceiving. Because what happens is a lot of times this water can get under, kind of in between the thatch layer and the soil itself, especially with these clay soils, and it can kind of lift it up, make it appear that there's like an irrigation leak, like a bubble coming from there, but in reality it's just water, like electricity, takes the path of least resistance. So as I'm feeling around, yeah, it's wet, but it's pretty firm. So I kind of knew before I started recording this that that's probably what it was, but I don't think I've ever showed you guys this. So these are the leaks that we like to find, because they're kind of easy to take care of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to the controller, turn this head on, and sometimes just turning it on and off will flush that debris out, and when it shuts off, it'll close down completely. If it doesn't, what I probably have to do is turn the water off. I have to basically take the foot valve out, the thing at the bottom that opens and closes, and see if I can rinse that out, clean it real good, reinsert it, and see if that works. So, but first I'm just going to pop the heads on and off, just see if that does anything. So, pop this open. Let's see, that was the back left greens heads at station 1. So yeah, I'm just going to pop this on. Let that run for like a minute. So it's not really a surprise that maybe this is a weeping head, because I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I actually replaced the other greens head that's running there on the right. It was kind of having the same issue, and I just went ahead and replaced it, because that's a newer style head compared to the one that we're working on. That's an old impact type sprinkler, and those are just so outdated. It's nice to have a new sprinkler in. Anywho, not only did I do that one, but the first two sprinklers in the fairway over on that side also needed replaced. So Six Lakes has been jealous as of late of all the irrigation issues, and it decided all just to, happen all at once over here this year. So, all right, turned off. So, and I think I'm going to do that one more time. Close this down. let's go take a look once it's done, see if we can see anything exciting. Now, I'm not sure if we'll be able to tell right here in these first, 15-20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this like this to let it run off if it is still leaking. And I'll come back if the lid is starting to dry out. That means we took care of the problem. But if it's still wet, then I think we'll have to dissect this thing a little bit further. So now let's just wait, drink coffee. Hey, but at least we're out here. Love this hole. I love looking at it. I don't like playing it. At one point, it was considered the toughest golf hole in the state of Indiana, from what I heard. So anyway, we'll come back and see what this is doing. All right. Well, I forgot two important things. One, something to get this water out. And two, my sprinkler pliers, but I think I'll make it work. So I had this on the shelf, and I've explained in other videos. So this apparatus is the foot valve. When the water comes on, it's open, and then when the sprinkler turns off, this closes down and seals up the water from coming up. So something, I'm guessing something is clogged in the foot valve that's not making it seat all the way, and that's why it's weeping. So now, the next fun task, I gotta find the snap ring, which is what holds the sprinkler in the housing for when the sprinkler comes on, it doesn't shoot right out of the ground. There we go. Now I should be able to yank this out. So now what I see at the bottom there is the very top of this. And this also has two snap rings down the bottom holding it in. So I gotta do the same thing that I did with that top one. Kind of give those a couple taps. Got it. All right, so here's the old foot valve. Let's see what this does. Doesn't look half bad, because I'm not too sure. If the replacement one I got is gonna work. All right, so what I did on the current one is it was like this, the bottom screen, so I unscrewed this. And I found the needle is really dirty. All right. And then I'm gonna flip this. We'll flip this guy over and get a new seal on it. This one is much cleaner. Maybe I'll just use this one. All right, I like that. I'll really like it if it works. All right, so you guys can see there's a good flow of water coming out of there. Now, this is a tool to put the foot valve back in if this is to work, once I drop this foot valve back in and snap into place, that water flow should stop. That's how I know the foot valve has seated correctly and is working. If it doesn't, well, then I might be digging this guy up and just replacing it, but we'll see. Well, that certainly didn't work. That was anticlimactic. Holy cow. It's not even trying to stop. I'm gonna give it a bump of water, like turn the water back on. Maybe it needs a little water. And if that doesn't work, I'm just doing dig it up, replace it. Yeah, this ain't working. All right, I'm gonna go back, grab a shovel, and replace it. So I got my wire connectors. Gotta switch out the elbow, because again, going from an old 51 impact sprinkler to these new Rainbirds, which have Acme fittings. I gotta switch out the elbows. Unscrew this one. I'm gonna keep the cap on. That way when I go to screw it back on, nothing can get in it. Just kidding, cap blew off because of the water pressure. Joke's on you guys. Now the hardest part of this whole thing right here. Just trying to line up the sprinkler. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of glad this the old 51 impact sprinkler didn't really seal up, because I've said it before, it's just so nice to have update this stuff to newer technology. I mean, a lot of these sprinklers were put in back in 93. So old. I mean, 33 years old. Actually, what I'm going to do, since I got this new one on, no more water's leaking out, so let me get my little pump out this water, then I can see what I'm doing. Got my high-tech pump here. It'll do the trick. So circling back to the beginning of this video, we were talking about, is it just a weeper or do we have an irrigation leak? So I'm very confident we had a weeper because of all the things I explained before. However, if I empty all this water out and there's still water coming out, that means we got a leak. And then this video just got even longer. But I don't think that's the case. So I got the new sprinkler put in. I have a 750 internal, and that means that's a part circle. So I think a couple videos I kind of explained what a part circle was, but I can adjust it. It doesn't go full 360. It goes however much I want to go, and in this case I want to go probably, I don't know, 200 degrees. So before I test this and turn the water on, I need to make sure it's aiming the right way. I want to aim towards the green and not towards the water. I'm going to do just a quick alright, so if I aim that way, alright, so I have it adjusted. Let's turn the water on, make sure there's no leak. And then once we confirm there's no leak, I'll go turn the sprinkler on and we'll watch the throw of it. We'll see how much we like it. Well, that's disappointing. It don't move. Okay, back to the drawing board. All right, so I took that 750 internal head back to the shop, and I actually took it apart. Long story short, everything was working properly except
the stem, I don't know what the technical term of it is. Anyway, the stem of it was a little bit crooked, the part that actually spins the sprinkler back and forth. So with that being crooked, everything hooked up, it just couldn't move. So instead of trying to use that one, I went ahead and threw in just a full circle internal. So about ready to turn it on. Everything's buttoned up. So what started as I literally was thinking that this video was going to be no more than like 2 minutes. Turns out I can tell you this much, it wasn't the foot valve. The selector switch has a pilot valve in there, a plunger. It also has 2 little hoses running up the side of the sprinkler. Somewhere in there was just a it could be just a little piece of sand that can get in there, that could throw off the whole sprinkler, that could keep it from completely shutting down. That will actually keep it, or that would cause the issue that we had. So that's what happened. I can take it apart, put some compressed air through there, blow out everything, and it would fix it. However, I've said a million times before, any chance I can get to take an old sprinkler and replace it with a new one, that's what I'm going to do. So it was a no-brainer. I was kind of hoping that I would have to do that. So now on that green, 3 out of the 4 sprinklers are now updated. So, and this is a green that could use it. They couldn't all use it, but I hope you guys found this video entertaining. It's what we do on the golf course. Literally from June to, I don't know, the beginning of September, we are pretty much just water management. Whether it's hand watering, calling up actual sprinklers, fixing leaks, fixing weepers. So that's why, majority of my videos during this time of the year is irrigation, because that's what I do. Anyway, I got all buttoned up. I'm getting ready to turn it on, and just to see what it looks like. That's the one weird thing about me, is I always like watching sprinklers turn on and run after I fix them. So anyway, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Beautiful. Just beautiful.